Just like Lindsay, we see your name in the paper a lot, but we're kind of wondering when you're going to actually do something. Sorry, folks, but this president is not fighting for real. And the banks that brought us to financial ruin and then got bailout money are laughing at us about how easy it was to get back to business as usual.
Do you remember what GM ex-CEO said once? What is good for GM is good for America. My friends, these GM executives ran GM to bankruptcy court. Now they will run America also to the bankruptcy court if we keep listening to them. Thanks to Bill Maher for his comments about President Obama. President Obama, please show some truth and show some strength. There are some very good Americans, bless their heart. They are very good, intelligent, and in spite of their own shortcomings, for example, President Clinton's ex-advisor Dick Morris having affair with prostitute, Mr. Glenn Beck, a recovering alcoholic, Mr. Rush Limbaugh having romance with prescription drug, Mr. Bill O'Reilly, sexual harassment case, and Mr. Newt Gingrich having sexual affair with this when he was speaker with some lady. These people are the eyes and ears of America against anything remotely possible to go wrong in the system. So we appreciate and thank them for keeping us informed. Maybe sometimes they go off tangent and look things with very dark colored glass. I would like to debate with all of them on substance and truth. I hope they call me. I am their friend. Please call me and let's discuss some of the issues. Capitalism is very good because it gives us chance to create wealth and keep wealth. But creation of wealth should be through innovation, hard work, and sincerity. We have many examples of these kind of Americans like Einstein, Mr. Ford, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and thousands others. But Wall Street capitalism is bad. It teaches us how to manipulate, speculate, and cheat without getting caught by the law. There are thousands of examples like Bernie Madoff and CEO of AIG and many other companies. To break the cycle of cheat and deceit, we must put all these people behind the bar for a long time. These criminals have robbed millions of people throughout the world and have made their own mansion and wealth all around the world. Just think, a robber robs one person, whereas these people have robbed the whole world with the peace and prosperity. Some people are talking about capping the millions of dollars of executive compensation by the failed financial institution and banks and firing off incompetent CEOs as form of socialism or communism. I have a question for them. You say that the government is bad and inefficient and private sector is efficient. Then what happened to CEO of AIG and GM and their so-called efficiency? Where were you when they were robbing the country with hundreds of millions of dollars to pay their salaries and bonuses and running the companies to bankruptcy? Give me a good reason why these efficient CEO ran the American icon GM to the ground. For all these 100 years, these companies were run by your so-called efficient CEOs. Then why are GM and AIG biting the dust? What happened to your proclaimed efficiency? Number two, if government is so inefficient, then how it is managing the best army, navy, air force and marine force in the world? How thousands of cities are managing their firefighters, police and other services so well without robbing anyone? The bottom line is, it is we the people who run the cities, the government, the state and the corporation. So if we put right people to run the government or corporation, they will just do fine. On the other hand, if we put corrupt and efficient people in the government or corporation or cities, they will run us to the bankruptcy court. We all know that democracy is the best form of government, but for the democracy to work for the good of the people, there are some basic principles to be followed. We cannot be ignorant and impulsive. We have to listen to others as much as we would like to be heard. We cannot be angry if we fail to bring about the good changes that we wanted. Rather, we have to have patience and try even harder. We should accept and compromise on quantity, but never compromise on quality and principles. Keeping these principles in mind, let us see where we stand. People keep complaining against President Obama that he is a socialist and would like to run the motor company, would like to run the banks, would like to run the healthcare, and maybe even our life. They are complaining that President Obama would like to ascend from Commander-in-Chief to be a Life-in-Chief. My answer to these people are, friends, you have been running GM for almost 100 years and you ran it to bankruptcy. So can you please give President Obama a chance to fix it? You were running AIG for more than 100 years, and in the process AIG management robbed the world with their life's earning. Due to AIG, some small cities pension fund in many Scandinavian and Eastern countries have lost everything. These AIG executives even robbed the bailout fund and took hefty bonuses. So can you let Obama fix it, please? You all ran Fannie Mae and Frederick Mae, Washington Mutual, Lehman Brothers, and hundreds of companies. In process, created illusion of wealth through lies and deceit. You lured the innocent and robbed them with their life's earning. So now can you let others fix it, please? America should have seen it much earlier, and certainly after Enron collapse. I saw it then, as I asked myself a question as to how can an energy company go down. They were selling energy, so where did they go wrong? Enron failed due to cheat, deceit and gambling called hedging. Lots of talk about salary cap. Damn sure there should be a salary cap for any company that has taken bailout money. The company CEO should not be allowed to take millions of dollars of pay and bonuses that they got from taxpayers, and that too, this money is borrowed from China. So there should be a salary cap for all executives in the corporation which has accepted bailout money. We should have Gandhian philosophy and President George Washington, Jefferson and Lincoln policy in the government to eradicate poverty. We should have Martin Luther King Jr. character with FDR and LBJ and Obama's action to help poor and have a universal health care. Thank you for listening.